Did you record?
I did press record. I was trying to think of a
Cool intro.
cool intro.
We don't need cool intros to be cool.
Does anyone have an intro?
Welcome to the Extraordinary Gentleman, where we talk about whiskey and things.
We're not going to use that. You have ringtones literally going off.
Yeah. So? It makes
yeah. I mean, what can we do about that?
That
if
makes
only
it-
there was a way to like make our phones stop making noise.
Some sort of maybe it moved around or something, but there was no audio.
I think it should just be like on or off. You know, there's no way they could implement like a
Never.
different slider variation of volume. That doesn't really make too much sense.
No, not really.
No, I wouldn't.
You know what also doesn't make sense? This podcast. Thank you everyone for coming. For listening.
So what'd you guys think of the last episode we did?
What was the last episode we did?
It was
The Scotch.
we did with the Scotch.
I remember. I was hoping that would lead into like a recap, but I think that was a success.
Well, I'm just sad that Zach didn't like my tail of cake.
Yeah, that was sad because I did want to like it, and it wasn't like I just thought it was very attacking to the tongue of the flavors I did not want at all.
It was okay.
I mean, you can like it.
Oh, I just realized somebody left their rum down here.
Hey, that's the rum for the whole area.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the community rum.
That's a community rum?
Community rum.
I thought that
rum.
was Griffin's rum.
No, that was one that Nick got me.
Oh, it was that one?
Yeah,
Ah,
straight from Puerto Rico.
from Puerto Rico.
It's at Puerto Rico. It's Puerto Rican rum, even though you
Oh.
can get it like total for the same in Minnesota. But it is made in Puerto Rico.
We can thank the president of Puerto Rico for that.
You can. Thank you, Mr. President. I don't know what that means. Anyways, yeah. So, how did we get onto the rum? Oh, that's right. Carter sidetracked us a little bit from
Twice now already.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So
All I'm here for.
Well, so we had the Ardbeg 19, and we had the
Alexander Murray.
Alexander Murray, which was phenomenal with Griffin.
Yeah, with Griffin.
Oh, no, we also had the lore.
We did have the lore.
Yeah, we had lots of things.
We had lots.
I was gonna say that
That was like the over $100 Scotch episode.
yeah, pretty. I mean,
Yeah.
only two of them, but
No,
see
they all were.
But the Ardbeg, the Lafroy 10 cask was only like 65.
Yeah, and same with the
okay,
Ardbeg 10.
It was the
But
budget.
was the lore over 100?
I think
Yeah,
I think it's
Lore's
about
like-
100.
I'll take 105.
Lore's like 99.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll accept that. I was talking to my dad about, I accidentally called the Alexander Murray that Andrew, what did I say? I said like to some non-existent, or it was a name of someone. It was a name of someone else, and he's like, "You mean, you know,
Alexander
Alex?"
Murray.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I have a podcast that
yeah. I like whiskey.
we talk about whiskey.
I know whiskey.
I'm really good at it. I'm really good at drinking it.
It's that Alexander Moe
Moe.
from Bonnehaven.
Got a speech
Yep.
impediment?
Yeah, no, it was very enjoyable. You know, I don't know. Essentially, the question is, where do we go from there?
The
I think
answer
we
is
got to
the
get
complete-
spicier.
Yeah, you want it spicy. We bring the spice.
We bring the spice today.
We miss you, Leonard Cohen.
We are bringing the spice today
Yeah.
because you know what we're doing. We're gonna do a blind tasting of 3 different ryes.
I'm so happy I can rub my mustache.
Oh yeah, that's right. Carter's got a mustache now too.
I really wish this was filmed to see him just grasping at straws.
I thought he was actually itching his nose,
Yeah.
but
One time I was shaving and I missed a spot like consistently twice in a row.
Like
And
right
so-
here.
Yeah, right here. And so there was like probably 6 or 7 just super long, thin hairs that I just didn't notice until I was just kind of like I'm moving my nose and my mouth around. And I felt like this itchiness right there.
Yeah.
I'm just rubbing. I'm like, oh, these are so long. I pull them out. And it's like
Oh.
a couple inches. I'm like, oh, what? like none of the rest of my facial hair grows that much. It was just these. Were like for some reason stringy and long. I'm
Delicious.
Like, and I'll just tell you, I'm not going to go into details, but there are many spots on the rest of my body that do that.
Oh gosh.
There are spots in my body that grow abnormally long hairs, and I'm worried that my mouth is going to be that. And
You're gonna
so
have like
if
weird.
Your mouth?
Yeah, it was right here. This is where it was on the tip. My lips is where it was where the stringy hairs were.
You're gonna have like weird stringy facial hair.
So it's like if for
everywhere
some reason I
now.
don't have access to a knife or razor or shaving things,
Just pluck them.
I could just pluck them.
Or you could just let them grow out and look like a hobo.
That's what I mean. Like, cause then I'll have like a regular beard, and then like a couple like just really weird long ones. I'll have to like tie them.
No, dude, you could have like from those old like samurai movies, the guy like the sensei with the like Fu Manchu that like, but it's like
Yeah.
it's like he has a mustache,
Yeah.
but then he also has like the few like strands of hair that come down and
Yeah.
then they like
They're
hang
very
down by
very
his
stringy.
chin.
Yeah, I have always wanted to see what people, including myself, just look like with
a Fu Manchu.
varying amounts of facial hair and styles, but yes, specifically the Fu Manchu.
That sounds like a Snapchat filter waiting to happen.
I think so.
That sounds pretty great.
I'm surprised there isn't like there's probably an app, but like there's not a common filter on Instagram or Snapchat that gives you different variations of beards.
True.
There's one that'll change your gender, but what if I want to know how I might look?
What do I
with
look like
different
with a
kinds of
mustache?
beards?
Yeah.
Or mustaches.
Really
Surprise.
long sideburns.
Surprise that isn't a common thing.
That's a good point. It's well said. Well, let's get back into the spiciness of
How many times can we sidetrack this before we actually start drinking?
I really like
A lot.
getting on tangents.
Okay.
It's my favorite.
So how about let's focus.
Tangent.
And let's do this.
All right, so I'm going to pour for you guys 3
Okay.
separate rye.
we have to
Take my glasses off so I can't see.
I don't think that's going to help.
That's
That's how that works,
how
right?
it works.
So-
All right, we close your eyes.
Yep, you guys are going to have to close your eyes for a little bit.
Okay.
I have to take everything off.
So
We
our-
should have had these pre-poured, and then we should have gotten those
You-
Whiskey Tribe challenge tokens.
we don't want to let them. Oh, I guess we could have put the tokens on the top. Yeah.
We're going to buy tokens, or Carter should.
Yeah.
I gotta print us. By the way, I have a 3D printer for those who.
In stereotypical 3D printer owner fashion. I have a 3D
Yeah,
printer.
I have a 3D
Did you
printer.
know I have a 3D printer?
Ha! I'm superior.
It's not just that. It's just like you gotta justify the purchase. Everyone's gotta justify their purchase by telling everyone like, yeah, I 3D print.
It's like,
what
yeah,
do you print?
I have
I made an octopus, and I made a.
I made a car
I mean, your brother just printed the Dodge Hellcat emblem. that-
and the demon
and the
one,
demon.
and he just printed a Trans Am and an Impala.
but like, you can't apply those to anything. Basically, they're just stencils.
Well, it's literally just a model car.
Yeah.
That's literally all it is. That's all they're good for, is you just put them on your desk to display them.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are some things that have practical uses.
Well, I was just watching a video from Veritasium a couple months ago. It's about compliant mechanisms. I was talking to our other 3D printer friend, Matt. Matt, he's interested in the engineering and design programs, and he also 3D prints. And compliant mechanisms are one-piece tools, usually made of injection molded plastic, but 3D printers can do it too. And they're just supposed to be replacements for common tools like vice grips or clamps, or even sometimes scissors if you can get sharp enough plastic. But basically, it just uses the elasticity of hard products like plastic or, I mean, metal. Obviously, metal would work too.
To replace the spring.
Right. Yeah, it's to replace springs. So, because each bonded molecules have this desire to go back to its original shape when changed, and so this I think it was BYU, the Mormon college place. This guy, he's making all kinds of cool things with compliant mechanisms.
And is he doing this with a printer, or is he doing this
He was using
injection?
injection molding, but at least I assume, because it kind of looks nice and flat and stuff. And the idea is, the reason this is a good idea, these things that he wants them to be widespread, is because you can make these tools for microcents, right? You can make one big model, like make it a shape, and then make it like 100 yards long, not actually 100 yards, just super long, and then cut it along the way. So you take one piece of plastic, cut it into 1,000. Now you have 1,000 tools that took you a couple bucks.
Yeah,
make.
instead of spending like, a few dollars on a pair of scissors to make them, you make it for like 25 cents or less.
All right, so we've completed the pouring stage.
Can we open our eyes?
You may open your eyes.
I'm getting sleepy.
I have put the bottles back in the closet, so
Okay.
Good.
they are not out in front of us. So,
Like I could tell the first one that you poured is a little more valuable because you gave us smaller pours for both me and Carter.
Or that's
I was
just an
joking.
unsteady hand.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
unsteady hand, and the bottle's not completely full. So
Okay.
there was I had to manipulate my wrists.
He poured us midwinter.
Okay. Anyway, do we want to begin, or is there a preface you'd like to start
Let's start
with?
from one. So
Okay.
the post note, you pick that one up. Start off with some
Give it a smell.
smells.
Ooh.
So these are all unfinished ryes.
Finished. Okay.
All of them are.
It smells like pears.
Yeah, pears. I would say just grassy notes.
This is weird.
Yeah.
I was going to give you the ABB, but I decided I'm not going to give you that.
Okay.
So
I feel like
Okay.
that could slightly give it away to some degree, but not really. I mean, it could.
I think it would more so give away my collection.
I can't tell if that's the glass or if that's the alcohol.
It smells like what?
Well, it just kind of smells soapy.
Soap.
I'd assume it's probably glass.
Yeah, 'cause I don't get soap.
I get apple.
I'm gonna go more with Carter's pear.
You say pear?
Yeah, compared to the apple, I'd say pear is more like it.
Maybe some sort of allspice or baking spice. Definitely. Yeah. No, it smells good.
Yeah, fleshy, just fruity, fleshy.
It smells like flesh from a fruit.
Yeah, the flesh of a fruit.
Fresh.
I was like calling it flesh because people get a little weirded out, I was like, oh man, the flesh of this apple is so good. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, the flesh. The best part. I'm like, I don't like the skin of the apple. I want the flesh.
I had a little eyedropper I was gonna bring up here that was filled with water.
I want the flesh.
Oh well.
Next time.
I'm
All right.
I'm gonna take a sip.
All right, so am I. Ooh. It is spicy in the back end, but I don't know.
Now I taste apple, and not instead of pear. Nice coating. Nice oily. It's oilier than I thought it would be for how.
Does not leave my mouth dry.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It's oilier. It's oilier than it should be, considering it smelled so dry and clean.
This is very pleasant.
It doesn't. I can't tell if it's like a higher proof or not because it just tastes spicy.
But it's also a rye, so it could
That's
just be spice.
Disguised, yeah.
You see something, Carter?
I'm trying to think about how to word it. I was gonna say, like, where. Well, I mean, I guess you already kind of said you wouldn't tell us, but like,
You can make statements and stuff.
no, I mean, like in the proofing between the three of these. Where does this land? Higher, lower, or like somewhere in the middle?
There's no way you can't tell us that.
Yeah, that's
we'll have to decipher that from our drinking.
Yeah, so don't finish it all. I should say in case we
okay.
want to go back.
That's smart. So I'll leave this then.
All right, I'm gonna rinse my mouth with some high quality H2O.
It's a high quality H2O. I just love how this smells.
That is very good. No, that is especially going from the Basil Hayden. That
We drank a little bit of Basil Hayden
to
10
warm our
year?
palate.
Yeah,
You have to screw that bulb in to actually get that on because it's
gosh.
busted.
dealing with lamps.
Lampes.
Yeah, in my room I have a bed lamp or a nightstand lamp, and the plug it's in all the way, but for some reason it just doesn't quite make a firm connection or
Right.
a seated connection. So it's one of those dial on the line.
Why don't you just use your clapper?
Huh? Well, that's what I mean. It's not always in all the way, and the clapper is actually over. It's plugged into the other lamp.
You want to move that mic closer a little bit? Yeah. Or I could turn you up too, I suppose. But
There you go.
Right.
Anyways, I'll be fidgeting with it, like trying to get it turned off or on, and like I'll turn it on, but then it'll die, like it'll come unplugged. So I just gotta like, I'll be in bed and just hear like this
Thrashing.
thrashing the cord. I'm not like whipping it, but I'm like just trying to get it firmly seated into the wall.
It's like, come on.
It's like, come on, and then you just hear click, and I have to delicately drop it because if I drop it too much, then it goes back to not working.
Right.
Dang it.
Okay.
All right, so number 2 I have on the nose. It's
It smells like baking.
Yeah, a lot more bacon vibes.
there's a bacon or baking.
Bacon. I'm bacon.
It smells like bacon.
There, it does have the similar fragrance as
It smells
spicy.
This smells like a detergent to me, not in a bad way, but like the laundry aisle of a grocery store. Very potent,
we should
sweet
have
smelling.
Yeah, we should have enough in the glasses that should overcome the. Not all of these were cleaned, like.
All the way.
Well, no.
Well, I
mean,
think not all of them have been freshly cleaned. Like they were
so
clean.
it should be fine.
Yeah.
You know, it shouldn't have that Dawn odor to them or whatever.
But it doesn't smell like soap. It smells like detergent, specifically.
Yeah.
Like Downy. I was like Downy.
Legs are good on this one. The color is, I forgot to look at the color for the other one. About the same.
It's got nice big running legs.
It does, so it should say that it's fairly old and developed. That is sweet.
That's super sweet.
I like this better than
Almost a little marshmallowy, because that
Yeah.
detergent kind of
Caramel.
becomes a little bit. I was just saying that the smell kind of turns into like a gummy.
This tastes like Basil Hayden's.
Gum Arabic kind of flavor.
It's not Basil Hayden's.
It's
You gotta like
Basil Hayden's.
you gotta like chew it in your tongue, on your tongue, in your mouth.
It's Basil Hayden's.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It 100% isn't.
It's 100% Basil Hayden's.
No, it's a rye.
They have rye.
It's not a Basil Hayden rye. I'm not gonna. We've discussed this earlier. I'm not gonna buy any more Basil Hayden's.
Wow, it leaves. It's like I
This
put.
is-
It's like I put heavy cream in my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, like cream. It's pretty creamy.
It's like I put
Yeah.
not. Yeah, heavy cream. No, not. It's not like half and half or like it's heavy cream.
I'm gonna go back to the one because I'm trying to figure out if it is more oily than the first one.
I think it's higher proof. 2.
Oh, but one is still so much. Oh, I think one is still my favorite. Wow.
I have a feeling.
Wow.
Tastes like all.
I haven't had the third one yet, but this tastes kind of like the Wild Turkey Rare Breed to me.
The wild breed or the wild breed rare breed
Rye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The second one.
What do you think?
I wanted the third one because I've had a lot of the Rare Breed Rye, so I would feel bad if I got it
And
wrong.
this is the second one you're speaking.
second one.
Okay.
I've had a lot of the Rare Breed Rye, and I guess this doesn't taste exactly like it, but I just feel like you'd pick one. You'd pick it for this
Well,
flight.
it's just that good.
Yeah, this is good.
No, I mean like just rare breed rye. in
Yeah,
general.
that's
It's
also
really good.
I love it.
Carter, do you have any assumptions, guesses, either for,
Basil Hayden's.
for the first
All
one or second?
No, I don't. For the second one, I don't really think I've ever had unless it's like
No, number one tastes more like Wild Turkey.
I'm trying to
I
recall
love that number one
from
past experience.
past experience.
Because you've had the wild turkey rye.
I've had the Wild Turkey Rye. I also might. I don't know if you own this or if you have a bottle of it, but I kind of feel like you might have put Sazerac
The Sazerac rye.
in one of these.
Okay.
And that's one of my favorite ryes that I do very much enjoy.
And it's good price. Sazerac.
Very
It's
good
like
price.
$35.
Yep. And I feel like maybe one is Sazerac, just because
Okay.
it's got that kind of spicier
Yep.
note to it, and that's more of what I would get from a Sazerac. I don't know exactly what 2 is because I've never really had a rye that gives me that mouthfeel where it feels like I literally have a mouthful of heavy cream. Just like
Interesting.
it's got that like nice thicker texture to it. And I really enjoy that. That was very good.
All right. Well, I'm going to go to the third one. Number 3. And see what we get on the nose.
You there. This is like in the middle.
It's less pronounced,
This
I would
is
say,
so,
than the first two.
Excuse me.
Like a candy store. Candy-like.
Yeah.
It smells kind of like how the first one smelled, where it was a little bit more
Oh, this smells like a Twizzler.
appley,
Or, licorice,
pear.
red licorice.
I'm getting the nose smells hotter on this one for me. Like the alcohol smells more prevalent.
Yeah.
I just burnt out my nose.
But, again, spice, sweetness, caramel.
Okay, this is a red vine, dude. Are you sure you didn't put some red vine extract in here?
All right, I'm going to taste this.
Yeah, alcohol.
I got smoke on it.
I did get smoke too.
You get smoke?
Yeah. This is something I've definitely had before.
I was not expecting that. Yeah, it's a little bit of a smoky.
It's like surprisingly oaky.
It's smoky for me in the mid palate. That's weird. It also tastes a lot hotter.
Yeah, this loses a lot of... This tastes like the buffalo wings I had last night. It's kind of spicy. And
It's hot.
It's hot.
I like that smoky note, but it's unexpected.
Yeah. This is... What does he have? It's this high proof.
That's what I'm thinking is because
This tastes like it's like 110 or
Sazerac.
105.
Literally, all I can think of is like Sazerac. I know you have Basil Hayden's rye, but I'm pretty sure you
I do
wouldn't
not
do
have
that.
Basil Hayden's rye.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Don't you?
No.
You had the dark rye, I thought.
Griffin has the dark rye.
No, I have the 10-year Basil Hayden's. That's what Zach and I just had.
No, I know that. I thought you had a dark rye from them.
I do not own any other Basil Hayden's.
Don't buy the dark rye.
Did you
It's
not?
Unfortunate.
At some point?
I've never had any other Basil Hayden's.
I could have sworn you did.
Who do I trust here?
Not Dylan.
I don't have Wild Turkey River Rye.
It's not like
Never had that.
it's not like Dylan doesn't know exactly what he has in his whole collection.
Shoot, I hope this isn't the wild, because the rare breed rye is higher proof, but
Well, it's
I
only like,
remember
what,
it being more delectable than this.
90?
Yeah. This is not as good as
Yeah, I have nothing
The
for
first
this
two.
one. I have nothing for this one. I think it's very harsh. 2 is my favorite.
I'm gonna go back to 1 from 3. I still think 1 has the best nose.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Oh, it's so good and fruity on the taste.
I'm starting to think that is Midwinter's.
I could see that.
Did
I
you
could
pour
see-
Midwinter Night's Dram? No, it's not dark enough.
You want it darker.
It's not dark enough.
I did say that these were all just regular.
That is
ryes.
true.
Yeah, 2 is...
Well, now I'm grasping for straws here because I just kind of am like, I can't remember exactly what you have for rye. Like that's the most
so
recent
let's-
rye I
let's
called
start
mine.
at this. So the ryes that you guys have had, Sazerac, Wild Turkey Rye. Does any of them?
Oh, is any of this the Jack Daniels rye?
I don't know.
Oh, crap, dude. Number 1. Is that the apple?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
It's
But-
flavored apple rye.
What I would say is start from the places that you can recall back to. So the Wild Turkey Rye and Sazerac. Do they actually show up flavor wise in these 3?
Wild Turkey shows up in 2 and 1. I thought... I know. You said Jack Daniels, Carter, and now...
No, you're stuck on it.
Well, because I'm remembering the tea episode we did,
Yeah, that.
and this is
nasty
darn
Jack
close. especially when we broiled it, and they got that smell.
And the smell was
The
amazing.
smell wasn't. Yeah, and this smells really good.
I do have the
I know you have the Jack Daniels rye.
I do have the wild turkey I could pour for you to compare to the 3.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Okay.
So you're saying that that's
Or
not
I-
any of these?
I'm not confirming nor denying.
He wants to compare it.
But
I want to compare.
I'm going to give you guys a lifeline.
I'll take that lifeline.
Okay.
I want you to. We finish 3.
You're gonna finish it?
Well, I need another glass. And well, I guess we can
use
use.
your
No, use
Yeah,
that. Use that. I would say not.
Don't.
I could pour you more.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys will have to close your eyes, I guess, anyways, when I go back in the closet and grab
Yeah.
the rare breed. But
Okay.
so, do you want more on any of them?
No, I want the wild turkey rare breed rye in my other glass, and I want to compare it to 2.
Okay, I'm gonna get up and do that. So then
we'll
you guys
close
will
our
have to
eyes.
close your eyes.
So compliant mechanisms. We're back.
Yes, back to compliant mechanisms. So actually,
No, that's-
speaking of compliant mechanisms, this probably isn't a compliant mechanism, but I made a carabiner. I 3D printed a carabiner.
That does not sound like it could actually
It-
hold any weight.
I don't think it actually holds weight. It's literally just for like a key holder. Doesn't even work for that. It's just kind of like something that I thought would be kind of cool to print because
Does it actually like?
it opens and closes.
Yeah. What does it use as a hinge?
Yeah, so it actually uses the piece of plastic to bounce itself back.
What do you mean bounce itself back?
You know, bounce itself back,
Oh.
like close it
Right. What piece of where is it bending?
on a normal hinge on a
And does it-
carabiner.
Yeah, but does it?
Open your eyes.
Okay.
This is
So you have it.
It would bend like right here.
Yeah.
But it's got like an opening on it, so there's like a slit.
Yeah.
So that one piece goes back a little bit further than the other, and then there's a little like lip of plastic that pushes, so then there's a resistance, so then it closes.
Okay. I see. That would be a compliant. Well, yeah.
Well, it's two separate pieces.
But the one piece is using its elasticity to put the other one back.
Yeah, there's like no springs or anything.
So everything except the hinge mechanism, it would be considered a compliant mechanism. And then the hinge itself is being enacted upon
Yes.
because of the compliant mechanism. All right, I want to drink this.
We must be compliant in drinking the rare breed now.
Yeah,
It's not the same color.
you're right.
It's not the same color.
Mine's deeply black.
Yeah, you're drinking out of a black Norland.
So which one do we think this one is? 1 and 2?
2.
That could be.
I was consider 1 and 2 because it's definitely not 3.
And I should make it very clear that I do know what these are.
Yep. And so my best guess is 2.
Okay.
Yeah, out of these, 2 is the closest.
Ooh, there's a nutty note.
Oh, it's leaving me with that same kind of heavy cream.
But
Not as
But look
much.
at the flavor, not much so much as the texture. Mm-hmm. The flavors are different.
Yeah,
It
they
is.
are.
Yeah, it's not 2.
Some high quality H2O. All right, now I'm comparing this rare breed to 1.
It's not 1.
Is that 1?
Yeah, it's closer to 1 actually when I taste it. But
Ooh, 1 is still
Yeah.
very good.
yeah, I don't think it's 1. I don't think it's any of these.
Yeah, I don't think it's any of them.
So based off of these,
It's not 3 because it's not smoky enough.
so we know rye is out. They're the rare breed rye.
None of these are
Yeah,
actually
I'm gonna
rye.
Say, yeah, true. Okay, 1 is Jack Daniels. 2. I mean, I guess I don't even remember the Sazerac. I feel like the Sazerac could be number 3, if I'm being honest, but I guess I can't.
So I'll tell you this, since we're not really any closer. I do not own the Sazerac,
Okay,
so it's not Sazerac.
it's not Sazerac, and it's not Wild Turkey, and so the other 2, Would you tell us if you poured a High West product?
There is no High West product.
Okay.
Dang. I feel like it would be pretty easy to tell.
I think
No.
the next thing I would tell you would be the percent, the ABVs.
Yeah. It's ascending, isn't it?
No.
Dang it. But 2 is the lowest then.
Yes.
Okay.
2 is the lowest at 50%.
50%. Dang.
What's 50%? Rye.
I was literally at the liquor store today. I was looking at all the ryes.
It's not 50% rye, it's 50% alcohol.
It's 50% of all ryes.
50% of.
Well, because
all-
the rye whiskey has to be at least 51% rye. And then the rest could be
Whatever.
else.
Well, no, that's not what I meant. I was just saying.
Just want to clarify for the viewers.
Oh, wild turkey's so good.
Yeah, that wild turkey's bomb.
Do you like it more than the other ones?
No, I like one of the best still.
I like two of the best.
Really, I like it better than 2 and 3 though.
I like 2 just because how it
3 is my least favorite.
leaves
agree.
my mouth feeling.
I would say 3, 2, 1 is my.
I'd go
the
2. Oh, for least to best,
Yes.
I would go 3, 1, 2.
You like 3 the most.
No. You're saying you like 3 the most?
No, I'm asking you.
No, I like 2 the most.
Oh, you like 2.
I
Okay.
think number 2 is the Knob Creek Rye.
Oh, I forgot about Knob
Do
Creek.
you not own a Knob Creek?
You don't
rye?
have a Knob Creek Rye. Dang it. I just had that a couple nights ago. I was like, ooh.
That's good.
Oh.
Is that? Do you own the 120 proof?
I don't think they make a 120 proof
Yeah, they
rye. They do?
They make
Yeah.
a 115.
No, they make a 120.
Do they?
Yeah, I have it.
Of the rye or just the.
Rye.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm going to look that up.
It's
I
good.
don't mean to like disbelieve, but.
I feel like the
I'm a
highest I've seen
disbeliever.
is the 115.
Pretty sure it's 120.
Yeah, just be confident.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 120.
You can be confident, I'm pretty sure.
My confidence lies with myself.
Your statement betrays you.
Statement does not betray me.
Total wine.
So our
Easier.
guesses
It's
are.
it's the limited.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I have no idea.
I have no idea what any
because
of
if it's
these
not a
are.
High West and it's not a Knob Creek Rye and it's definitely not the Rare Breed Rye, and I'm pretty sure number 1's Jack Daniel's. Oh, what do
Are
you
any of them peerless? I think okay, maybe one of them is peerless.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and say I'm not gonna tell you exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
No, I know.
the end.
I'm just saying. I'm just kind of spitballing. Like I think one of them is peerless,
Okay. You have.
and that's pretty much it. I
So
feel
you think one of them is
one
a
of the
peerless
3
product.
is a peerless rye,
Okay.
and then I think 2 is the peerless rye. I think 1 is Jack Daniel's rye.
Remember, I told you that the lowest is 50%. And Jack Daniel's, you weren't there, so you don't know. But Jack Daniel's rye is only 45.
Is it really?
Yes.
Ah, dang.
Dang, man.
Yeah, I guess I got
Okay, well I guess all I got is peerless.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Do we all agree that 3 was our least favorite?
Yeah, 3
yeah.
wasn't
It's
that
3.
good.
So yeah, for me, it's 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull out the least favorite of ours
Okay.
first.
So as far as Knob Creek Rye, yeah, it's 100 proof for the regular, and then you're not necessarily wrong. It's just that the only other Knob Creek Rye option is Cask Strength, which is based on the barrel or the batch.
Well,
So-
which one? Let me see what the bottle looks like.
Okay, it's just a white and black label. All
eyes.
right, hold on. I gotta show them what it looks like.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put them. Can you hand me that backpack? I'll put them all 3 in the backpack, and then
Well, here, this is the.
I'll be able to sit back down. Gracias. All right, advertise.
All right, I'm averting now. This is what the Cask Strength looks like.
Oh yeah, that's the one that I have.
That's the one. So yeah, so for example, this one is 127 proof, which would be sweet.
It's
So-
good. Mine is 120 proof. I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna try that. I want
It's
to.
really good.
Something that high.
It's good rye.
Yeah, so I think my dad was accidentally drinking my B520, Elijah Craig,
Big oof.
because he loves the small batch, and since the labels are almost identical,
Yeah.
I just noticed that I have lost quite a bit of volume in my bottle,
What's going on?
and so I just asked him like, "Did you drink any of this?" He's like, "I don't think so." I'm
You
like, "But
confronted your father.
I did." I was like, "But it was on the bar," and he's like,
dad.
"Oh."
I'm
Yeah.
calling you out.
Once I told him that it was on the bar, and he was like thinking about it, he's like, "Yeah, I probably drank a little bit of that." He's like,
Surprised you didn't notice.
he's like, "That's why it was so good."
Yeah, Cask Strength.
Yep. My dad's someone that always puts ice in whatever whiskey he drinks, unless he knows it's specifically one that he likes neat. The only one he's ever said he likes neat is
Henry McKenna.
no, he actually prefers that with ice. Is Eagle Rare. It's the only
Really?
one. Yep, it's the only one he likes neat.
That is
Eagle Rare.
interesting. Okay, so I actually had some of the B520 last night.
Mm-hmm.
I did not like it.
No,
In
I'll take it off your hands.
well, in direct comparison to the C919. The C919
And then
so much better.
you and I, we both gotta get our hands on the C920 because some are saying
Yeah.
that's actually that's the best.
Oh, jeez.
Even though I think it's lower proof than the C919, but it seems to be
Oh,
a
yeah.
nice middle
Yeah.
ground that really makes.
Have you guys seen any of those around?
I have not yet.
I haven't even looked honestly because I haven't been to the liquor store in a
Well, I mean,
bit.
just like, have you seen any more like barrel proof?
Oh yeah. New Prague.
New Prague.
They had two different types,
Yeah.
but it was like the B520 and then something else, but not. All right, so I'm gonna pull out the one that we all agreed was our
Disliked.
least favorite.
Okay.
It's gonna be something, and we're gonna feel real dumb.
It's gonna be me.
It's gonna be me.
Trying to avert my eyes. No way.
No way.
So number 3 was the Peerless Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey.
That's troll.
3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
At,
It's only 3? Are you
only
serious? Jesus Christ.
Had
What's the
53.45% alcohol.
What was it? 53?
53.43. Or 45.
Okay.
So that's number 3.
That's ridiculous. I kind of was like,
I gotta see if it tastes young again because I guess it did.
it doesn't
taste it
taste.
again.
It doesn't taste young. It just tastes
No,
different.
it's sharp. But this is the single barrel,
Yeah.
barrel proof. It's not cut with any water. So
It does. I guess when I go back, it does taste a little young, but it doesn't smell that way. And the youthfulness could be easily disguised as the spiciness.
I'm just wondering why it's get that smoky note to it or something.
I don't get.
Really?
I don't get no smoke.
I get smoke. I keep pumping everything.
Yeah, no, I am surprised. I have not had that in a while. I'm surprised that lost.
Yeah.
But
And what's the pricing on that? Do we remember?
That's like
I
75.
think I paid 80 on it.
80. Was that the one we saw at the MGM, or is it different?
No, that was
that
the bourbon.
That was a regular bourbon.
Yeah, that was.
and that was the
bourbon.
one that I just found
That's
today
all wide. Yeah.
at Total, and there was 7 of them.
I
And
mean,
I was
these-
like, holy crap!
yeah.
I've never seen these at a Total Wine before. I was like, that's sweet.
That's sweet.
I still really like these, but this is the most expensive one, also
Out of the 3.
out of the 3.
Oh.
So, I mean, that being said, I guess it's not really not fantastic, but
No, not for $80. It's not.
it is unfortunate. So, do we have any guesses for the? Because you said 1 was your next favorite, then Carter, right?
I went 1, 3, 1, 2.
Okay, and then Zach and I had the same.
No, you and Zach said that 2 was.
But Zach and I
said
both
3.
agreed on our
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
3,
you
2,
guys-
1.
Are
yeah,
are
3, 2, 1.
descending.
yeah.
Yeah, $90 for a Peerless Kentucky Straight Rye at Total, or you can get the barrel or the store pick for
The 120.
$124.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Why is the bourbon so much cheaper?
that's how it is most of the time.
I mean, usually, yeah, that's how
Rye
it
is more expensive as grain.
Yeah.
Corn is so cheap.
Well, yeah, corn is so abundant.
So,
I'm gonna make my next whiskey with soy.
Actually,
Soy.
High West. I saw a High West today. It was a clear spirit. It was made with oats.
Yeah,
I've never seen that before.
I have heard of another distillery doing that.
I almost bought it because I was like, that sounds weird. Like, it sounds interesting.
Well, there was the Little Book, Chapter 4 this year, had some brown rice, I think, in the mash bill.
Brown rice.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what kind of flavor profile that would bring out.
People did not like this year's edition.
Yeah, probably because of the brown rice.
So
Next it's gonna be wild rice.
Yeah, it's gonna be like long.
it was some
Long
sort of
grain.
rice.
long grain wild rice.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Minnesota long grain wild rice, and you're gonna be like, this tastes like dirt.
It's worse than the brown rice.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to bring out
Two.
number 2. This is Carter's favorite and our second.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm curious. Because it tasted so gummy.
Maybe it's something that I have. I doubt it.
E.H. Taylor Rye. Really? What?
That's so good.
Yep, 50%. So this
Forgot
is
you
the
had
lowest.
that.
Yeah, like $75.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a low rye mash bill.
Yep. I have yet to see that in a store.
Yeah,
I've never seen a rye.
few.
I don't know why I feel like I saw E.H. Taylor at Total today.
Because it looks
Probably
the same
didn't.
as the bourbon.
If you did, you probably would have bought it.
You better.
I feel like if I did, I overlooked it, and I was just kind of like,
You probably saw the bourbon. If they even
small
had the
batch.
bourbon. Yeah.
yeah, probably.
I really want to keep an eye. I mean, if I saw it, I would buy it. But either the straight rye, barrel proof, and then you need other additions.
Yeah.
But any thoughts about that?
whip it out. I thought
I think it was
super good.
I mean, I love E.H. Taylor small batch, so I am disappointed at how much I didn't love number 2.
It is still
Rye.
fantastic, though.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad.
I love the flavor it left in my mouth. It was just so good.
I'm gonna drink more.
Well, it's significantly better than the Peerless. I'm wondering if maybe it's off that bottle. I'm not sure.
The Peerless?
Actually, yeah, 2 is the best. No, I'm just joking.
Actually, 2 is
Yeah.
the best.
Well, I'll buy a bottle of Peerless and I'll let you know.
Well, the problem is, yeah,
You doubt me?
Yes, I do. You're gonna get your senses back, and you're gonna see that price tag and be like,
Oh.
yeah.
At
Well,
$90.
you could buy a whistle pig, store pick, for
Yeah.
that, and 10 years, and store pick Cask Strength, which we have to do at some point. We have to get a whistle pig.
yeah.
We should do an episode where it's just store picks.
We could, if we had enough store picks.
Yeah.
I mean, I have got a couple store picks.
I just drank
I
the
know,
last.
you got some
I drank
store
the last
picks.
of my Eagle Rare store pick last night.
Oh, the
Kind of a
MGM
sad-
one
yeah,
that you and I had.
Kind of a sad moment, but
I still got most of it.
Make a really cool bottle out of it, like a candle or
could
lamp.
be a candle. You know, I mean, it's just the Eagle. It's not like the coolest bottle in the world.
I don't know.
never
I'm
see
just.
those
It's
things.
just a suggestion.
Yep.
I just think it would be kind of cool.
I
To
still
have-
usually if I have
Use your
if
own
I know I'm not
bottle.
gonna buy another one, I still keep it in my collection to know that I tried it or to see how many I've tried. But I might get rid of this one just because I also have the regular Eagle Rare, and the only difference between the store pick is a little like Pabst Blue Ribbon star label on it.
Well, they're also single barrel.
I just meant the labels.
Oh, as far as
Just the
look,
design.
just
Yeah.
the
Oh, I'd get rid of the
Yeah.
other Eagle Rare. Like, drink that and then get rid of that bottle and then keep that
Keep the-
bottle.
yeah.
I just think it's kind of cool. Just you have that extra little bit of like,
Yep.
stickering on it. You're like, yeah, I got a store pick and it was really good. And then
I was thinking about maybe buying a glass cutter and then making them into like a colander glass or something.
or you could always try to do you put a piece of like string soaked in alcohol
No, and then light it on fire.
around it, light it
Yeah.
on fire, let it burn for a little bit, and then stick it in freezing cold water.
Yeah, but I don't trust
then it-
myself to do that.
I've done it once.
You have?
It worked.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Is it with a beer bottle?
Oh, show me proof.
I just put the.
I think we threw it away.
I think we threw it away.
Suspicious. Carter acting a little sus over here.
Big sus. Green is sus.
I put about an ounce of the number 2 that I had left into my wild turkey.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
It is.
Pretty good. I don't think it's better than the.
Makes it more syrupy, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's better mouthfeel.
Yeah.
But all right, are we ready for
mouthfeel?
I want to know this one.
Number one?
This
I do
is
too.
good.
Is it?
Yeah.
How good?
Better than the rare breed rye.
Is it better than 2? So is it better than
better-
everything?
Well, yeah. One's my favorite. Yeah, of the batch.
It's gonna be something just kind of like generic. It's not generic.
I lied to you. It is the Jack Daniels rye.
Right? Yeah. Lies.
Here it is.
Is Willet?
Will it rye?
We've actually had this before.
I saw that at the store today, and I wanted to buy it.
Probably should have bought it. This is the.
I always see Willet though.
Yeah, it's getting more common. This is the hottest.
Yep.
54.6.
This is the hottest?
Yeah.
Really?
It's only 54%. I mean,
I know, but 3 tasted the hottest for sure, but it wasn't. It is.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm reading the number.
The bottle is mostly empty, so who knows? Maybe
Might
it
opened
changed
up.
a little bit, but
That smells
that
so
it was
good.
very clearly for me the best.
that's a.
Fantastic.
I mean,
What's
it's
price
at
tag
least
on that thing?
55, mid-50s.
it's at least something
Also the
that you
cheapest,
can
yeah.
find
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it is more.
way
Well,
more-
here's the thing: is you're not going to find the H Taylor where we're at.
And you're probably not. Well, Peerless, I've actually seen a lot of Peerless.
I would say if Peerless comes to the store, you're going to find it because it's going to stick around for a while because not a lot of people are going to spend $80 on a single
Yeah.
bottle rye that's 3 years old.
Yeah,
Whereas $50 Cask Strength, who knows?
not bad.
Straight rye, so it's at least 4 years because there's no age statement on it. Yeah, checks the boxes.
Check them boxes.
This to me is a buy. I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy the EH Taylor because of the availability aspect.
Just to have as well.
Yep. But when it comes down to it, this is better.
Yep. I've never actually even seen that in the store.
You've never seen Willet?
No.
Oh, when I was at Total today, I saw 4 or 5 bottles.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be in the bourbon. It's gonna be in the rye section.
Yeah, it's in the whiskey.
I look at both aisles every time.
I found it in the bottom section, the bottom part,
bottom shelf.
bottom shelf.
Really?
Yep.
That's weird.
Super good.
I'll be sure to pick another one
They've
of
got
those up
a-
because that's cheaper than the rare breed rye, and the rare breed rye has been my favorite.
We have
And
like
the rare
that.
breed is what, 90?
Yep.
No, it's 65.
No.
It's
It's like another $10 more.
I was kind of like, wait, instantly second guessed myself there.
But this in Manhattan's
That's the play.
That's the
pretty
goat.
good. It's pretty good. That's where a lot of the bottle went.
Manhattan's.
Yeah. Solid. So what do you guys think about this blind?
I like it.
I enjoyed it. I felt a little just
I didn't-
sad because we didn't guess a single one correctly or B in the ballpark.
Well,
Because we didn't even know.
I guessed one.
Huh?
I guessed
Well, you
one.
said Peerless and you guessed wrong.
Well, I mean, I got what it was.
Right.
But it
you
wasn't
didn't guess
what it was.
I could have named every rye that we've ever tried, and then I would have been, yeah, I guessed it.
Yeah, I got
got
all of them.
I'm going to say too is like I have not been blind on these selections. I don't know. if I'd
Okay,
be
the
able to
next
pick these
time
out.
we got to
Yeah, one-
have somebody else
Yeah,
do
one
it
of us
on my
or a
collection.
third party.
on your. Well, not even necessarily on your collection, or like we do it on like
Well, but
my
that's
stuff or like Zach's stuff.
right. But that's the thing is like you guys would have to know what I had to be able to have a fair.
For him to even guess. Or
Right.
for us to even guess.
Yeah,
So for if I was
we should have whipped out all the ryes beforehand and been like, okay, it's in this,
like
And then-
10 bottles, or
and
something.
then you're like, and then you pour them, and you
I will say
Put
when
'em
you
all
said
away.
the High West Distillery, I did pick up on some similarities.
yeah, it was right.
I caught it.
Good job.
Couldn't even tell. But
That's-
that surprised me a
I mean,
little bit.
that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for
Pretty
listening. Takeaways: buy Will It Rye. That's really good.
Buy E.H. Taylor if you
Buy
see it.
EH Taylor if you see it. I mean,
Peerless is
heck,
kinda
if
overpriced.
you're rich, just buy Peerless. Buy it all. But for real, Willet and E.H. Taylor, super yummy ryes. The E.H. Taylor has an excellent mouthfeel
Creaminess to it.
and creaminess, but the number one smells and tastes both light and delectable.
Yes.
Literally tastes like you're eating a fruit.
What do you
Like a very perfectly ripened fruit.
we went the whole episode and no one even said the safe word.
Wow,
It's amazing.
Safe word.
you bet. Should we just start listing dictionary words
No.
until we get it?
Probably
Thesaurus.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Thesaurus. Why? All right. Let's
What do you mean why?
Thesaurus for rye.
Spicy.
They're spicy. Grain.
Grain.
Farm.
Stop it. We don't want to
Pasture.
We want to end on a good note.
And that's the safe word.
You're like, oh no.
Well, thank you for listening. Hopefully, one day you can join us on Patreon. Give us $5.
Please pay us money so we can
Send
buy
us
nicer
$5 in
things.
the mail.
Wait,
Like and
they got to
subscribe.
mail us money even though they're subscribed on Patreon?
What? If they're not,
However you want to give us money, give us money.
we need a new bottle of Willet.
Yep.
I mean, this is almost
And
gone.
how else are we going to fund that? We're broke.
We
don't know.
also need a bottle of Kentucky Owl.
I wish we had that actually. But anyway,
Please give us $200 to go buy a bottle of Kentucky Owl.
thank you. Like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at The Extraordinary Gentleman. And we'll be back
See you next
shortly.
time.